Light it up. This is the Saturday edition of the Blunts and Sports Podcast. Whatever you're doing right now, grab your blunt, grab your roach, grab your coffee. Tell a friend that it's on at the Blunts and Sports Podcast. Excuse me. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Saturday morning. We got a lot to talk about this in college football. Jimmy Butler may be getting traded soon. And also we're going to talk about the NBA games that happened last night, Friday night. So let's get into it. A lot to talk about. But I want you to do your part as a family. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend. Share this video to people out in Indy. Let it be known that this is where it's at. This is the best fucking podcast on the YouTube platform. And we are here to stay, and we are not going anywhere. We are the best Blunts and Sports podcast in this great state of Indiana. So we thank you for doing everything you can to help us and help this platform grow. Now let's get into it. Let's see, I think it was Thursday. Let's see here. Come on, get my scores. On Thursday, January 2nd, the great Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Green. The Irish, Notre Dame Fighting Irish, coming in at number 7, facing the number 2 Georgia Bulldogs in the All-State. You're in good hands. Sugar Bowl. And unfortunately for the Georgia State Bulldogs, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish got the best of them. The score was 23-10. Notre Dame's defense was just too tough for the Georgia Bulldogs. And, Freeman and the Notre Dame Irish handled tough moments and outs Georgia from college football playoff with a 23-10 win in the Sugar Bowl. Let's call out some stats. Riley Leonard, he had under 100 passing yards, 90 passing yards for 1 touchdown. Let's see, for the receiving end, Jordan Faison, he had 4 receptions for 46 yards. His longest was 14. For the rushing side, Jadarian Price, he had 10 carries for 37 yards, and his longest was 8. Riley Leonard, he ran the ball too. He had 14. He ran the ball 14 times for 80 yards. His longest was 32 yards. And for the Bulldogs, Gunnar Stockton, he passed for 234 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Trevor Etienne on the rushing side, he had 11 carries for 38 yards. His longest was 8. On the receiving side for the Georgia Bulldogs, Arian Smith, he had one reception, 67 yards, which was his longest reception of the day for that game. And unfortunately, and the party started in South Bend, Indiana, for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Now, I think the Notre Dame Fighting Irish will play, let's see here. They will play Penn State Thursday at 7:30, and Ohio State will play Texas. So what I want you to comment is how far you think each team will go. What do you think now that the final 4 teams are left? We have Notre Dame versus Penn State Thursday at 7:30 on ESPN. And then we have Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Texas Longhorns Oh, yeah, the great Texas boys are coming out to play. The Texas Longhorns are the number 15 in the nation, 13-2. Ohio State is 12-2, and they're the number 8th team in the nation. It's going to be a great game. Make sure you tune in to that. Comment who do you think is going to win it all. Put your money up. Put the money on the floor, and it's time to go up. So now, once again, congratulations to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish for getting that win and coming this far in the college playoff. And once again, we want to send our condolences to the families and the over 10 plus people that have lost their lives in Louisiana in a tragic accident on New Year's down in Bourbon Street. We want to once again have a moment of silence for those victims that lost their lives. Thank you. And in the NBA Association, it was a great night. The Pacers end up playing. And then after we talk a little bit about basketball, we're going to talk about Jimmy Butler's situation. Actually, the Pacers didn't play last night. But Friday, the Pistons and the Hornets went at it. The Pistons end up losing that game. No, actually winning that game. Detroit basketball. Detroit end up winning that game. 98-94. Isaiah Stewart, he was balling. Oh, no, he wasn't. He only had 5 points, 7 rebounds. He was 1 for 2 for 3. Tobias Harris, he had 24 points, 10 rebounds. He was 4 for 5 for 3 for Charlotte's end. Miles Bridges, he had 20 points, 9 rebounds. He was 3 for 7 for 3. And the Pistons get it done over the Charlotte Hornets. The Raptors and the Magic went at it last night. The Magic ended up getting that game over the Toronto Raptors, 106-97. De Silva scores career-high 25 points. Magic overcome loss of Suggs to beat Raptors 106-97. Jalen Suggs ended up getting injured in this game. De Silva, he had 25 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, 5 or 7 for 3. He was balling. And Caldwell Pope for the Magic, he had 15 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. He was 3 for 7 for 3. And for the Raptors, Scotty Barnes, he had 20 points, 3 assists, and 9 rebounds, 9 for 4 for 3. But unfortunately, the Raptors come up short against the Orlando Magic. And the Celtics and the Rockets went at it. The Celtics end up winning that game, beating the Celtics 109-86. Derek White scores 23 points as the Celtics roll to a 109-86 win over the Houston Rockets. And let's see who was balling. Jason Tatum, he had 20 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. He was 4 for 10 for 3. Derek White, he had 23 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. He was 6 for 12 for 3. Jalen Green, he was balling. He had 27 points, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. He was 5 for 13 from the three-point line. But unfortunately for the Rockets, they lose to the overpowered Boston Celtics. The Wizards and the Pelicans was the next game. The Wizards end up losing that game to the New Orleans Pelicans, 120-132. McCollum drops 50 points, helps the Pelicans snap an 11-game skid with a 132-120 win over the Wizards. And we know who was balling. CJ McCollum, he was balling. He had 50 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. He was 10 for 16 from the three-point line. Let's see. Herbert Jones, he had 10 points, 6 assists, 2 for 3 from the three-point line. And the New Orleans standing strong for their city and getting it done with the win. Jordan Poole for the Washington Wizards. He was balling. he had 26 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. He was 3 for 10 from the three-point line, but unfortunately, the Wizards lose again. And the Knicks and the Thunder, they played. After that, the Knicks end up losing that game, 107-117. SGA drops 33 to fuel the Thunder to their 14th straight win. Let's see who was balling. Miles Bridges for the Knicks. He had 24 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. He was 4 for 11 for 3. Jalen Brunson, he had 22 points, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. He was 0 for 5 for 3. And for the Thunder, Jalen Williams, he had 20 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. He was 1 for 4 for 3. SGA, he was balling. He had 33 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. He was 2 for 3 from the three-point line. And the Oklahoma City Thunder get it done over the New York Knicks. We had 4 more games left in the association on Friday night. The next one is the Cavs and the Mavericks. The Cavs end up getting that game over the Dallas Mavericks, 134-122. Evan Mobley scores 34 points as the Cavs beat shorthanded Mavericks, 134-122. Win streak to 9 games. The Cavs are looking good. They're looking like one of the best teams in the league right now. They're definitely up there with the Boston Celtics. Keep a good eye on this team. Evan Mobley, he was balling. He had 34 points, 4 assists, 10 rebounds. He was 3 for 6 from the three-point line. Donovan Mitchell, he was baby balling. He had 15 points, 6 assists, and 2. He was 2 for 7 from the three-point line. For the Mavericks, Quentin Grimes, he rails from the great College of Houston. He had 26 points. He was balling. 26 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 for 5 for 3. But unfortunately for the Dallas Mavericks, they lose to the strong Cleveland Cavaliers. The Spurs and the Nuggets went at it. The Spurs is on a good run right now. They're a great team to watch. In addition to with Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama, how these guys are playing right now, they got their confidence up, and they're not bowing down to. They're not rolling over for anybody, for any team. They give it every night, give a great effort, and they go out there and definitely give their best. Wembanyama denies Jokic in the closing seconds as Spurs beat Nuggets 113-110. Let's see who was balling. Victor Wembanyama was balling like he was playing in front of your mama. He had 35 points, 4 assists, 18 rebounds, 4 for 6 for 3. I think it's Devin Vassell. Yep, Devin Vassell from Florida State. He had 18 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. For the Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic, he was I'm sorry, let me get it right. Nikola Jokic. He had 41 points. He was balling. 9 assists and 18 rebounds, 3 for 10 for 3. But unfortunately for the Denver Nuggets, they lose a close one to the San Antonio Spurs, 113-110. And the last 2 games for the night is the Grizzlies and the Kings. The Grizzlies and the Kings went at it. In a late one, the Grizzlies end up losing that game to the Kings in a close one, 133-138. Let's see who was balling. Things get chippy in this game late between the Grizzlies and the Kings. But Monk scores 31 points in Sacramento Kings 138-133 win over the Grizzlies. Let's see. For the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr., he had 28 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. He was 3 for 9 for 3. I think it's Jalen Wells. I'm getting it right. Come on. I know these players. This is the Blunson Sports Podcast. Jalen Wells went to, Washington State. Come on now. Jalen Wells, he had 30 points, 5 rebounds. He was 8 for 9 for 3. And for the Sacramento Kings, DeMar DeRozan, he was balling. He had 29 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He was 4 for 7 for 3. Malik Monk, he had 31 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds. He was 6 for 12 for 3. He was balling, and they got the win over the Memphis Grizzlies. And for the Hawks and the Lakers, showtime. It's showtime. Lakers, it's magic. The Los Angeles Lakers get it done. And LeBron James, the greatest of all time. He breaks Jordan's records for 30-point games, and the Lakers 119-102 win over the Atlanta Hawks. Let's check his stats. First off, let's check the stats, run the stats for the Hawks. Trae Young, he was balling. He was ice cold. He had 33 points, 9 assists, 0 rebounds. He was 3 for 9 for 3. And for the Lakers, Anthony Davis, he had 18 points. He had a double-double. 18 points, 19 rebounds, 4 assists. And LeBron James, he was balling as he should. Come on now, year, 20, 21? 20, 21, 20, 21? 30 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 for 5 for 3. And LeBron James gets it done for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, there have been reports coming out, I'm sure if you're a sports fan, you've been seeing it, that Jimmy Butler has requested a trade from the Miami Heat. Not to know where he's going to go yet. Comment down below, what is the best fit for Jimmy Butler right now? A lot of people say he needs to be on the Warriors. A lot of people say he needs to be on the Spurs. Spurs are on a good run right now. If he could get in and fit with them, they could go as far as the championship. If he comes and helps Steph Curry, that will be great. There's no Klay Thompson there. He could come in, fit, play defense, turn the defense up a little bit, make things right. Hopefully they could go run deep. Where do you think is the best spot for Jimmy Butler? Comment down below. Let us know. And we're going to be watching as you watch as well. We're going to keep you updated on his news as well. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment where you think Jimmy Butler should go. Where do you think he's going to get traded? Let us know. And we'll see you guys always in the next episode.